Hey guys, happy Tuesday. Oh my gosh, I love Tuesdays. So, hey, how's it going? Good. It's my awesome neighbor. What was I saying? So this morning we're doing our power hour and stuff, and we tried something different. We tried yoga because I love yoga. He hates yoga. So, and I've been going to the gym every morning, so I'm like, no, we got to do something I like to do. So we did yoga, and it was so awesome. So anyways, we're in our closet, we're doing our power hour. Like, we're doing our stretching, we're doing our money declarations, we're like shouting to the world and dancing and being our best selves, right? And then we focus on our goal, right? Focus on the goal, and then listen, what are the yeah buts? What are the things that come up to your mind? Because if you really want to know what your limiting beliefs are, come up with a goal and your mind will happily tell you, right? And so we listened, and we both got some interesting things. And it sparked a conversation. Let's be honest, it sparked a fight. But it wasn't a fight. Like, have you guys ever had this experience where you have that one thing that just always is like, oh, I don't want to talk about that because it just brings up so many emotions and everyone gets heated, and you just get like this huge amount and surge of like, I'm right and dang it, I want to be heard, right? And so I had my story, and he had his. And I'm not going to go into detail on what it is because you don't need to know. But it was like a fight or a disagreement or whatever, a story that has been rolling around for almost 20 years. And today, because we're different and we've been doing things differently, and we've been practicing and investing in ourselves every freaking morning, it's so awesome. It was different. Okay, so doing these power hours together as a couple, it provided us this really good safety zone where we could actually talk without the blame. Now, no, there was still blame. So here's what happened. The thing came up, and I'm like, oh, hot spot. We just hit, I don't know if that's the right word for it, but we just hit a nerve. We hit the thing that we always get back to, that kind of like stops us from doing certain things in our lives, that keeps us from reaching our fullest potential and making our best selves show up. Because in this scenario, our sucky selves show up, and the whining and complaining and the blaming, all that, right? So instead, I'm like, oh my gosh, all right, grab your sticky pad. So you have our sticky notes, and you start writing it all down, all the beliefs that you have about that other person. So you're really like, if you're being a blamer, you write it down. Like, well, if he would just blah, 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 he thinks that I need to blah, blah, blah. Like, write it all down, right? And then you do the inverse. You write down the opposite and then the positives. And like, what's actually true about that. And so we read them to each other. And he was like, okay, good point. And then I read the positives. So then on his end, he reads his, which is totally something different. But we got to have a discussion. But then the coolest shift was like, we were talking as our best and highest selves. And we had to remind ourselves, what would we do differently in this scenario now that we're different? Hey, good morning. Those dogs are so cute. Anyway, so we're asking better questions. And it's because of this work that we're doing, you guys. Like, I'm not kidding when I say you really need to go to this with us. It's not a sales pitch. You're going to have opportunities to buy stuff, but you always have that, right? It is such a game changer. And I am so grateful. Now, could you go to something like that and then not do anything? Duh. Yeah, of course. But for us, so at the end, we came up with a new empowering belief about both of us, that we are the kind of power couple that does things from our best and highest selves, and that we create something new. We don't have to be like the other references we have in our lives, because that's where I think we get tripped up, is we're like, well, so-and-so does it this way, and this is what happened to them, and I don't want that, so we can't do that either. And we start to identify with the things that aren't even ours. we're like, well, my friend Susie, okay, well, she said this, and I don't know why I have an accent right now, but we get into these places where we start to say, see that reference right there? That's why we can't succeed. Yep, good. Huh, I thought we were gonna have to try. Not anymore. So anyways, it was just a really cool experience, and I know it was super vague, but I hope that, if anything, here's what I want you to do. If your spouse won't do this with you, do it anyway. Go to your closet, go to your sacred space, get your sticky notes out, write your goals, see what comes up, write the belief that comes up, write the opposite, and declare that into the world. Because that's going to be a really good way for you to find out where your blocks are. Who do you blame? Whose fault is it you're not where you want to be? Right? No, and seriously, like who are you blaming for the circumstances in your life? What circumstances are you blaming for where you are in your life? There's the cutest squirrel right here. And I know you guys know I love squirrels, right? Look at, this one follows me. Squirrel! Hi, squirrel. Hello. Hello, squirrely. You see my squirrel? Hi. No, come back. Just don't jump on me. There you go. Okay, cool. Oh, wait. Go back. Okay, so anyways, it was so cool to be able to do this as a couple. And there are a lot of things that you can do as a couple. And I think just having that special time, like I feel like we have a date night every day. Like we literally spend a couple hours. Like there was one day where we spent an hour and a half, no, it was 2 hours, hashing out some really hard stuff to talk about. But we made the time. So you guys, the things you want success in, you have to invest in. So if you want to become a better version of yourself, you have to invest in that. You've got to put the effort in to be able to have that, you know? And yeah, I love you guys, and I want to share that with you because it was such an amazing thing. And if you have questions on like, well, how do I actually do that? Because I could be leaving stuff out that I don't even know because I'm just thinking about how I do it. Have a great day. Make it a good one. Take responsibility for your thoughts and actions. And I think that's the biggest thing is be responsible for the thoughts in your head. Be responsible for the energy you create in your relationships. Be responsible for the energy you create as a mother, as a father, as a friend, as a wife, as a husband, whatever. Be responsible for that because regardless of how they show up, you get to choose how you show up in every circumstance. In every circumstance. And so it's like you get that choice every single day. Have a fantastic, amazing morning.